Hello, fellow YouTubers. It's the Brennans, Logan and I. And there she is, my pretty girl. So, I did the 1 year follow-up, and I was at my mother's house because if anybody's following and subscribing, there's a few of you, you know that my mom passed away. So that's kind of why I haven't been doing a lot of talking and updates and things like that. But now that we're about a year and 3 months in, I can honestly say that we don't regret it. There's a few things that I really do want to change that I believe my husband and I have come up with a short-term solution. First of all, I should say that I am totally blessed to have a husband that's supportive and understands my needs. And if anybody else is going to do this with your partner, other than your dog, that I would say you need a supportive and loving partner. You absolutely do. If I didn't have him, I don't know where I'd be. But anyway, enough mushy stuff. So let me just catch you up. We've been dealing with my mom's stuff, her estate and everything. That's going along. It's been kind of stressful for us all the way back to October. Work started to slow down for Terry, and things just kind of got we had to dip into the savings, and then we decided to go up north for Christmas, and that was a disaster with flooding in the house, and it was just like one thing after another. I'm telling you, God was putting us through some test. I don't know what it was, but hopefully we passed. Hey, girlfriend. So, anyway, but now things are starting to level out. He's getting a little bit busier, and Bike Week was here. Boy, that was loud. But during that time, my friend came to visit, and we just had the most wonderful visit. And after she left, I told Terry that, I've been struggling with finding work down here because I need a job that is somewhat flexible or a temporary position so that I can leave in the summertime. Like, he has to go up there in June or July or whenever to do some flooring and stuff. And so I told him that I wanted to go up there and work and for the summertime. And he looked at me and he said, okay, I get that, but I really want you to sit down and think about your total reason for wanting to go up there. So I did a little bit of soul searching, and honestly, the reason that I want to go up there is I don't, like I said, I don't regret doing this camper thing. It's great. However, being here in the summertime in this camper, I feel like a caged animal. You can't get out a lot, and if you're going to be stationary, I don't want to be stationary in Florida in the summertime. I really, for my own mental health, I need to be up north with my friend and in my house puttering and working part-time or per diem or whatever. And that's really my driving goal, and my husband was extremely supportive about that. Eventually, we do want to flip our situation and that be our stationary place, and then we are in the camper just to travel all winter long, probably down to Florida because this is where he can get some part-time work with all of his contacts. So, in reality, we probably aren't going to be able to be true snowbirds until our truck is paid off. But until then, he has really understood my needs to go up there and be there for the summer. So right now, that's my plan. I applied at the hospital that I used to work at, and I did get one interview, and she was willing to hire me, but it was for nights, and I'm not a vampire, can't do it. So I'm pretty confident that once I get up there, if I don't have a job prior to leaving, that I would get one quickly while I was there, which would cover my expenses, my food, my gas, my utilities there, and hopefully, if I'm lucky, put a little bit in the savings. And I think it will make me a better wife when I come back to the camper in the winter time, because I will have my fix of my friend, as I call it, fix of Laura. uh, I will miss him incredibly. There's no doubt about that. But at least it's not long term, and he'll be there for part of the time. And if by, the middle of the summer I just miss him too much, well, then I just leave and I come back. But it's something that I really feel like I need to do. And plus I do want to work a little bit. And I think that I have a much better chance of finding some work at the hospital or somewhere there that the caliber of people down here is just not great. Even in the park, all the blogs that I read, everyone was like, oh, you're going to make great friends and this and that. And I've met a couple of people that I liked. But when I go to the pool at 11 o'clock in the morning and they're all sitting there drinking, it's just really not my crowd. I'm not a prude or anything, and I do drink occasionally, but that's just not my kind of crowd. So I have had trouble adjusting to making friends. But I think if I was just here from November to May every year, it would just feel way different than being in here 12 months out of the year. So for me, this is something that I really need to do. And again, I'm really blessed to have a husband that understands that, and he is gonna stay here and take care of the camper and make as much money as he can to try to save, and so that I can do this. And I just can't. I'm just really thankful for that. And again, I would say anybody that's going to go full-time, go ahead and do it, but really think about it if you are going to be stationary in Florida for the summertime. Because if you're like me and you want to sit, I like to sit outside. You could just call me a deck person, I guess. I love a deck. I love to sit outside and watch TV and read a book and just sit there. And you just can't do that in the summertime here. It's just so bloody hot that I just don't enjoy myself. And so that is my plan. Other than that, we're still pretty happy. And we feel really blessed. So thanks for listening. And I'll be back to give you an update fairly soon. God bless you all.